Team NBS Media presents The Mask Podcast.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome everybody to another episode of the Mask Podcast. I'm your host, Mark. I got a new co-host today, Greg. Say what's up to everybody.
Hey, everybody. How everybody doing?
For your ask, Rick did not leave the show. He's just a little bit, he's just a little bit under the weather this week. So I went to the group. I was like, hey, I need a new host. Greg, without hesitation, said, fuck it, he'll do it.
Why not? Why not?
So, Greg, hey, man, thanks for saving my ass and deciding to, come help me out, brother. Appreciate that.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem.
Y'all see Greg background. He got the Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso background. That shit is so awesome to me.
And I am a Johnny Lawrence fanatic.
Hey, y'all, don't hold that against Greg. You know what I'm saying? No. Johnny Lawrence is all right with me. He came off bad against me in the original movies, but that's my man now with the reboot. I dig Johnny.
Yep.
So this show right here is the NFL Week 2 breakdown. Jesus. Week 2 was...
Did we ever suck on the meeting the chains today? That was horrible. Our picks were terrible, and that was week 2.
Yeah, week 2 was just it was like if you had a favorite team or you picked a favorite, week 2 was just not that week for the favorites. Mean, granted, this could be the beginning of a great season. I mean, good parity across the league. So, anybody could win at any given week.
Well, there's a couple of teams who aren't going to be winning very much.
Yeah, I agree on that one. So what we're going to do today is just break down week 2. A lot of interesting stories that popped off. And let me see what we're going to start with today. Let's start with the Thursday game. We had the Buffalo Bills defeat the Miami Dolphins 31-10. Greg, any thoughts on that Thursday night game?
Yeah, I was dead wrong. I figured that the Dolphins would absolutely come out and smoke on those Bills for a change, but they just didn't have it. And all the credit goes to Buffalo. They just played a very solid game, and there it was, 31-10. And I don't understand why Miami has such a hard time beating the Bills. It's one of those mysteries, because I'm not a huge Josh Allen fan. I'm sorry, folks out there. I'm just not a huge Josh Allen guy. I never have been. But he got the job done, and he spread that ball around masterfully. That's the thing that's going to make Buffalo more dangerous now, because he doesn't have to rely on going to Stephon Diggs.
I agree with you on that. And looking at the stats, Josh Allen was 13 for 19. He only threw the ball 19 times.
Yep.
And as we go on in the show, we'll see that this is sort of a trend this season. I think I'm looking at the stats. I think there were 65 passing touchdowns through the first 2 weeks of the season. Only 65 passing touchdowns. This used to be a passing league. It's now more of a rushing league now this season.
That's because offensive coordinators understand that all the defenses are now designed to stop the passing game. Everybody has decided to rush that passer. Every edge rusher, he doesn't care about setting that edge anymore. He just wants to get at that quarterback. Wow. And that is something that I've always been against. As you well know from my articles and things like that, I despise not being able to stop that running game. And this is why the running game does matter, folks, because you get to keep that football longer. That defense of the Dolphins was out in that field a long time because the Bills just ran that ball into their defense over and over and over again.
That was let me see. Wow. Let me see. Well, Miami had the ball for 36 minutes compared to Buffalo's 23 minutes, and you still lost 31-10.
Yep, because of the other situations that happened, which was the interception. You have short fields off those interceptions, right?
Yeah.
And you don't need to have the football as long when you're scoring that way either.
Got that right. Wow. Miami ran 75 plays to Buffalo's 40. They ran 30 more plays than Buffalo and still got their ass whipped.
Yep. But
Jesus.
That goes back to week 1. The Cowboys didn't have the football all that much against Cleveland because they didn't need it. Right?
True indeed. Damn. This is crazy. Wow. 20 first downs, Miami. 13 first downs. I mean, they outplayed them in pretty much every aspect that you can outplay a team in. And yet you still get dusted by 21 points. That is crazy.
When you got the football for 36 minutes and you only put up 10 points?
Yeah. Jeez. That is ridiculous. Now
it just shows you how important special teams and defense really are in this game.
Yep.
And everybody always wants to talk about the quarterback. Well, gee, what did Josh throw for? 139 yards. Wow.
Yeah, right.
You don't need to be throwing up for 350 yards, throwing the ball 45 times a game. That is stupid football. It's stupid football.
Ooh. Oh yes. We definitely gonna get on that later on too. Oh my God. Now, despite the win, everybody want to talk about what happened to Tua.
Yep.
What was that? His fourth concussion? I said 4 and put up 5 fingers. I'm like, bro, man. His fourth concussion. Do you think
that we know of?
Oh, true. That's a good one. That's a damn good one, Greg. That we know of.
Like that's the part that always bothers me about these concussions that we hear about. Yeah, but what about the ones that are more mild that these guys don't talk about?
At this point right now, what do you think his best course of action should be going forward with his career?
Well, he's going to be out until week 8, right?
Just put him on IR.
Yeah. And really, he really has to sit down and decide his future. And the Dolphins are being very adamant about this. They want him to understand his future, outside of the game of football does matter, right? I mean, if you got concussions, I'm sorry, get out of this game. Get out of this game. Because that CTE stuff is just scary. And why wasn't he wearing one of the Guardian caps? There's other players in this league wearing them.
He should have been one of the first ones to
he should have been wearing one of those.
I believe it. To me, if you have a concussion within your career, I think your team should make you wear one. Like, even if you don't want to wear, like, if you don't wear it, you don't get on the field. Plain and simple. Like,
well, I mean, that's what happened years ago in the NHL is they ended up making them wear the helmet, right? Because the game of hockey changed to the point where guys were hitting each other from behind, which was something we never did. When I was playing hockey, you never hit a guy from behind. But once these guys got their sticks up with the helmets and all that other jazz going on, it is a huge risk to your health. Like, do you want to be alive, or do you want to die?
True indeed. There's no amount of money worth that. Once I wish to a fast recovery. To me personally, I think he should call it quits because you're still young.
He's 26. He's 26 years old.
26. Go spend time with your family. I have no idea if Tua has kids or wife. I don't know. But if you do, even if you don't, my health is way more important than a game. Granted, it's a job. It's a game to us, but it's a job to them. However, if I get hurt at my job is saying, hey, take time off work. Guess what? We put you in an office somewhere where you don't have to do any of that manual labor.
We have workers' compensation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
It's way more important. We're gonna keep it 100. Like, you got your money.
Yep.
You got your money. So if I'm his teammate and we're cool, dude, sit down somewhere. Like, it is really not that important. Granted, they'll be out of a quarterback. They'll get over it. They got over Dan Marino retiring. They'll get over Tua. Just sit down somewhere.
Listen, when the Dolphins were winning their Super Bowls, it was Earl Morrall who was the backup quarterback who won them their Super Bowls. The starting quarterback, Bob Greasy, was out. Earl Morrall, the backup quarterback, won the Dolphins the Super Bowls.
Yeah. Tua. Speedy recovery. Good health to you, man. Just call it a career. I know in 4 weeks they're gonna, reevaluate you, and more than likely, Tua's gonna try to come back. As an organization, I'd be like, no, I'm locking the doors. I'm taking your card. Changing the pass locks. I'm changing everything. You're not getting in this facility. Yo, I'm sorry.
And again, it was the type of the hit that he was supposed to learn to avoid. When he had his concussions in 2022, he didn't have any last year, apparently. Right?
And and the wild part is the person he ran into, Hamlin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just crazy. But it's still a sad note. We got to change to upbeat pace right here. Now, that's the AFC East. Bills took, their Bills are what? Bills are 2-0. I did not see that coming. Especially, losing who they lost this all season. And, you put a spanking on the Dolphins. Big ups to the Bills, for starting out 2-0. Dolphins, you in trouble. You got Skylar, Thompson? That's his name? Skylar Thompson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you still got Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and you still got, running back. But I don't see Thompson leading them to the playoffs. I just don't see that happening.
No. I mean, that's the bottom line of the whole situation here is the Dolphins are not gonna be going anywhere with Tua at the quarterback position.
Rick said not true. Earl led them to the championship game. Greasy came back and played the last couple of games.
Yeah. Like Greasy did play in the Super Bowls, but he didn't play in the championship games because of his injuries. That's what I was talking about.
All right, so we move on to the next game we got here. Oh, the Raiders defeated the Ravens 26-23. Greg, what's your thoughts on this surprising game?
The Ravens have lost 10 times with a 7-point or higher lead in the fourth quarter in the last couple of years here. This team does not understand how to finish. And you know why they don't understand how to finish? Their offensive coordinator has only let Derrick Henry touch the ball 3 times in the fourth quarter of the 2 games. Hello, you have a punisher there. a punisher, a guy who will get you yardage. What are you not using Derrick Henry for in the fourth quarter? That is zero. There's no sense. There's no sense to that.
Me and this Derrick Henry thing with Baltimore. I ain't gonna lie. I was never a big fan of it. I mean, I know he's a great back. Was he needed? No. You was leading the league in rushing like if you was like 30th, 25th, I would say it never fails. It never fails, yo. I don't know if Derrick Henry calling me right now. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
but the Ravens had lost Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. They lost their two running backs, right? So Derrick Henry was the perfect fit for the Ravens. But it's how you use him, when you're using him, that matters. And when you don't let this man carry the football in the fourth quarter, where's your head? As an offensive coordinator, where's your brain? Todd Monken, hello.
Now, I'm with you in the majority of the NFL fans on that one. Like, you got this big bruising back. Your whole goal is to keep Lamar Jackson healthy. Stop with the quarterback runs. All you gotta do is turn around and hand this man off the ball and let him go hurt the defense instead of letting Lamar Jackson go around the edge, go up the middle. Like, at what point do you just until he get hurt? Then what's going to happen? Oh, why did you give Lamar the ball? Oh, why didn't you do like it is idiotic. I agree with you on that one. It is very idiotic on their part.
No, it just makes zero sense. 0 cents.
Now, on the other side of the coin, you have the Las Vegas Raiders with Gardner Minshew. I can't. All right, for instance, Minshew threw for 276 yards.
Yep.
And, in the touchdown. This is Gardner Minshew that we're talking about here. He carved up their defense. What's more alarming, not getting Henry the ball or letting Gardner Minshew carve your defense up?
Well, Gardner Minshew has two very good targets, Devontae Adams and the rookie Brock Bowers, who both had 9 receptions in the game. So there's 18 of those catches right there between those two guys. And it was for what? 208 yards?
Damn. They got busy. So, again, Baltimore's defense couldn't stop those two guys. And the other sad part about that is they only rushed the ball 17 times for 27 yards. Yep. 1.6 yards per carry. Damn. I'm about to call them Oakland.
The Ravens' rush defense is number 1 in the league. Their pass defense is now dead last. And that is shocking.
Oh my God. And they don't even have like a good, Zamir White, I do have him on my fantasy team just because I thought they were going to use him a lot, especially with Minshew back there at quarterback. But obviously I was wrong in that regard.
So far.
Yeah, but at the same time, look, not for a young team, but for a team that many didn't have any high hopes for, that was a damn good win for them to beat Baltimore.
Antonio Pierce, congratulations.
Yeah, damn good win. Moving on. We have the Jets and we have the Titans. Oh boy, I don't even want to ask you this question. All right, so how do you feel about the Jets? Not upsetting, but Jets beating the Titans last week. Well, just week 2.
Well, it isn't really an upset because the Titans aren't planning to be a playoff team, unlike the Jets. That game was a bit of a bizarre one. Again, Aaron Rodgers threw the ball 30 times for only 176 yards, though.
Damn, man.
Right? And Will Levis, he threw it for 192 yards on 28 pass attempts.
But that's more like Levis anyway. Like that's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's I mean, Will Levis. I mean, he's a young quarterback, but he needs more time. Again, when it comes to these quarterbacks that everybody goes crazy on in the draft, you hear me all the time say, "Stop doing this. Stop doing this." When we get to the Bears game, it's another example, right? Everybody's got Caleb Williams as a superstar. He was a good college quarterback, kids. This is the NFL. Those other 11 men he's facing, that's their livelihoods. Yeah. Their livelihoods are on that line. It's not just about a quarterback, folks.
And I mean, I give Levis, oh my God. I mean, okay, he does about good one bonehead play per game.
Yeah.
Yep. But you know what though? My thing with that is he tries. I mean, it's dumb stuff, but his effort is always going to be there. He just gotta calm the hell down, bro. But he does give an effort. His coach is on the sidelines strictly yelling to him, like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, you can read his lips, like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. and Brian Callahan lost his poop on him. I mean, he just said flat out, "What the fuck are you doing, man?"
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna ride or die with him. 24-17. I mean, it wasn't a thrashing, and of course you expect the Jets to win with their defense and Aaron Rodgers. And I know everybody in our group is not an Aaron Rodgers fan. Me, I am a Aaron Rodgers fan. My man still throws one of the prettiest fucking balls that
he could throw as pretty a football as the man wants, but he's only ever won the damn game one time. He's only won it once. Everybody goes gaga over his great passing, but it's his passing that cost him more chances at the Super Bowl than anything else, especially when he was at Green Bay, and especially again when he's playing up in the Northeast. He's going to throw that damn football every chance he gets instead of letting the running game do the work for him. He has this stupid thing in his head that he has to be the guy. No, you do not need to be the guy, Aaron Rodgers. And this goes back to when he was drafted. Like, I remember so clearly when he was left in that green room at that draft because he didn't get taken by San Francisco. They took Alex Smith instead. And then he sat and he came out whining and crying about it. You're in the NFL, son. You don't want to cry.
But to his defense, I mean, same shit with like Lamar Jackson. Like, yo, they all came in with a chip on their shoulder. They all was left in that green room. I mean, and Rodgers regard, he will go down as one of the best to ever play this game. Let me see. The Jets ran 24 times for 101 yards, 4.2 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Do I think they need to get a ball to Breece Hall more? Yes, they do. But once again, as we're seeing around this league, I think teams are just kind of finding their groove with each other. And for him, it's kind of like he's a rookie because he was not there with them last year, was not there with them in the offseason. Well, nobody was really together in the offseason during training camp or preseason games because nobody really plays no more and shit. It's just for TV shows now. But, I think a lot of the teams are getting acclimated with each other. And I think the Jets are one of them teams. But you still got to get that ball to Breece Hall at least 20 times per game.
Yeah, he only had 14 carries.
14? Oh, he had 14 carries and 7 receptions. So, well, shit, there you go. That's 21 times.
Right?
So, I guess most importantly for them is they got the win. They 1-1. Titans fall to 0-2. Next, oh Lord, I'm so glad it's me and you on here and not me, you, and someone else. You about to see what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yo, can you imagine this conversation? Yo.
Yeah.
And what was deemed for me probably the upset of the week. The 49ers lost to the Vikings 17-23. Greg, what the hell happened with this game?
Okay. you remember Sam Darnold with the Jets, right?
Yeah.
You remember Sam Darnold with the Patriots, right? Not the Panthers,
The
right?
Panthers, yeah.
Okay, he was very good in the first 3 weeks of those seasons. The first 3 weeks.
Uh-oh.
And then everything falls apart for him.
Oh, shit.
So, okay, you didn't have Christian McCaffrey to fight. Deebo Samuel hurt himself as well. So the 49ers lost a lot of talent there. Like, again, the reason why Minnesota beat San Francisco, bottom line here is their defense played better than the 49ers offense. That's the bottom line. But again, this week is a different ball game because the Houston Texans are going to be coming to meet Minnesota. And when they come and meet Minnesota, that team is going to beat the daylights out of that Vikings bunch. I don't care. So, yeah, the Vikings are 2-0, but take that for what it's worth.
I mean, look, what Darnold do? 17 for 26, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And the big play was to Jefferson.
I mean, which was a pretty thrown ball. That shit like Randall Cunningham against Buffalo and Fred Barnett. Like, I mean, that was a nice night. I mean, he caught him in stride. So we gotta give him props for that. Without McCaffrey, Mason still put up 100 yards, 20 carries. Yep. Purdy got busy, 319, but he threw the ball 36 damn times.
Yep.
Samuel, before he got jacked. What's that? 8 receptions, 110 yards. Like, I mean, they were going back and forth. I just did not, because I mean, regardless of who is hurt for San Fran, I still look at their defense as really the cornerstone of that team. Vikings came out and did the thing.
Yep.
And I don't even want to say it. How can I say it? When we did our rankings last week, on air on a Wednesday show,
yeah,
there was a comment. The comment was that the Vikings were number 4, and I'm like, they beat the Giants. Like, I can't, I just can't see it. This week, and we already know what you did. Oh, actually, well, you might be on the show, so I'm not going to spoil it for anybody.
But I don't have the Vikings in my top 10.
I know that. I just said I was like, I wasn't going to spoil it for nobody.
I just don't have them in my top 10.
I can imagine where he's going to have them at.
I've got them 12.
12? Yeah. To me, that was that. I mean, look, it was a great win. Anytime any team could beat arguably the best, one of the best teams in the NFL, you got to get them props for that. Once again, guess what week 2 was about? Week 2 was just on some straight craziness. Yep. The Vikings beat San Fran. It don't get no crazier than that.
Oh, yes, it does. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we talk about that later. Well, anyway, that was a good win for the Vikings in week 2. Next up, we got the Browns defeated the Jaguars 18-13. What's your thoughts on that game?
Trevor Lawrence.
Oof.
I didn't understand why everybody was so high on Trevor Lawrence coming out of college. Because, okay, he didn't lose a high school game. He didn't lose a college game and all this other nonsense. Guess what? This is the NFL, son. These men are coming after your head. And when Trevor Lawrence, let's see, what did Lawrence finish off with there? He was 14 of 30. That's under 50%.
Yeah.
Right? I thought you were this great quarterback. I thought you were great. Well, and his cohort from Clemson is running back there. Travis Etienne only had 52 yards. He did score a touchdown for them.
Only on 13 carries, though.
Yep. Now, Deshaun Watson, 22 of 34 for 186 yards. Again, no touchdowns, no interceptions, though. There was the difference.
Yeah, good point.
Right?
He threw the ball 34 times though. Damn.
Yep. And again, the Browns were actually able to run the football this game, unlike week 1.
Yeah, 29 for what? 125.
Yep.
So I mean, once again, something like that helps Watson with what he's been struggling with pretty much since he fucking came to Cleveland. Like we can't say, oh, last week. No, Watson has been struggling since he came to Cleveland. And a great running game can help a quarterback who's struggling.
Exactly.
But once again, as you saying about the Trevor Lawrence, like why is y'all not letting Travis? Why is he running the ball just 13 times? Like what the hell is going on with that?
It makes no sense to me. And again, he did hit Brian Thomas, but only 2 times. Thomas had 94 yards on those 2 passes, so he had 47-yard average, but he didn't find the end zone.
Shit. Well, it helps somewhat because the Browns are now 1-1, and once again, hey, Trevor Lawrence and his team, they're now 0-2. And I think Rick made a point a couple of weeks ago that Lawrence has never won double-digit games in the NFL.
Nope.
I was shocked by that when he said that.
But see, after they drafted Trevor Lawrence, they went out and drafted Trayvon Walker as the first overall pick the next year, and that was a big mistake, a huge mistake.
Is he doing anything?
No.
Yo, Greg is like, no. Well,
and I wrote about it when he was drafted that this kid he shouldn't have been the first round pick. I feel bad for him because he's going to get all the BS that comes along with being the first pick overall, and he's not ready. He wasn't ready.
Still not ready.
Shit. And your former head coach.
Oh damn! Why you got to bring up Peterson?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Peterson. That guy's a clown. That guy is a total clown as a head coach.
Why we got to bring up Peterson? I thought we was all good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he need to go run more Phillies down there in Jacksonville. They might win something.
You never know.
Oh man, it's crazy. You just brought that up because we talking about people who's not ready, and the next game on the list is Chargers defeated the Panthers 20. I don't even know how to segue into this one. We just gonna fucking say it. 26-3. Look, we knew what was going to happen during this game. However, it's what transpired after the game.
Yeah,
has everybody talking. For those who don't know, I don't know how the hell you don't know, but Bryce Young is no longer the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Greg, your thoughts on that?
Well, again, this is where those rose-colored glasses go on to all the fans out there. Bryce Young played at Alabama, so that's a big SEC school, right? That's the big SEC, and he played so well against all those SEC teams, like Dan Orlovsky was saying. He should be so good in the NFL. No, kids, no. Just because you do well in college does not mean you're going to succeed in the NFL. That's the bottom line here. C.J. Stroud was my number 1 pick of the quarterbacks. C.J. Stroud has played very well. Bryce Young, who I don't even think deserved the Heisman Trophy the year he won it. Kenneth Walker III for Michigan State did more for that team's success that year than Bryce Young ever did as the quarterback for Alabama. But again, it goes to the quarterbacks. Yeah, okay. Bryce Young is too small for the NFL. You need a real offensive line in front of you, which the Panthers don't have at all. And that's the bottom line.
So, damn. Right before we went on air, I went on Bleacher Report. I love to read. The first thing that popped up was Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look, and you and I talked about it before, like, some of these players and their podcasts, because I read the comments and it was like, hey, he just got his ass whipped while he's on a podcast. So I'm like, well, what does he not allow free time? Like what the fuck? I mean, it took me a minute to really understand his podcast because I'm like, yo, why you not training? But I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna be training 24 hours a fucking day. I need some downtime myself. And he said exactly what you're saying. Like, yo, we keep hyping these dudes up. Matter of fact, I'm jumping all over the place. I watched Hard Knocks, and I remember Saban came into the Bears facility. He was like, yo, it's too much hype surrounding these quarterbacks. It's like y'all not giving these guys time to grow. But with Bryce Young, he got put in a bad situation because Peppers. First of all, you gave up too much, entirely too much.
And your damn Eagles have another second-round pick thanks to all that maneuvering. Howie Roseman gets another second-round pick to aggravate the hell out of me when I'm doing draft.
I was about to say, hey, do y'all hear the hate that he has for the Eagles? Damn, Greg. We didn't get to talk about the Cowboys yet and the Eagles.
Well, any shot I can take.
It's all good because mine coming. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
But no, but like, I mean, I don't know if I feel bad for Young. I mean, anybody going to Carolina, it was going to be a bad fit. If Stroud would have went to Carolina, it was going to be a bad fit. That team is, Jesus, they don't know what the fuck they doing down there.
Well, they lost Burns to the Giants as well on their defense, right? So,
not even lost Burns. Once again, watching that damn Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
it's the way they lost Burns. Like, dude, they went down there to get rid of him.
Yep.
Like, in just mid-conversation, talking about coffee, just talking about dumb shit. He's like, yo, so, what are you willing to give me for Burns? Joe Sheen was like, wait, what the fuck did he just say? He's like, wait, what? I'm saying, look at you like, you got to be the dumbest franchise in the fucking... And Dan Morgan, like, dude, come on. You used to be the guy at linebacker. Like, you know what? Dumbass team, yo.
But
just a dumbass team.
hey, their days of having Kuechly and Newton run both sides of the football for them are long gone, and they just have a terrible, terrible owner. Their owner really sucks. Dave Canales is going to be there for 3 years, though. He's going to be there.
Here go Rick with you. Can't say Bryce is too small when people keep backing Kyler. Rick want that smoke.
Kyler Murray put up a hell of a good game here, and he's done pretty well in this league. Not that he's had playoff success, mind you, but Kyler Murray has played pretty well. Bryce Young, I'm sorry. There was just too much red roses on the glasses there for me.
But I mean, like for Kyler, I mean, he did come into the league with he had Hopkins.
Yep.
Connor. I'm very high on Connor. I do have him on my fantasy squad. But here's the wild part with me. I'm not saying it's because I'm an Eagles fan. Carolina, y'all went out and paid Miles Sanders all this fucking money. All of a sudden, He just forgot how to run the ball. So that lets you know your offensive line sucks hot ass.
Oh, yeah.
And then you put a 6-foot quarterback. I mean, you put Doug Flutie Jr. behind that offensive line. What you think? And give him Adam Thielen and Deontay Johnson. Like, who the fuck are you guys? Adam Thielen was good 8 years ago. Deontay Johnson, he's never been good. But I'm saying that it's just nothing there. And now, and the wild part is, watch Andy Dalton come into this motherfucking game this week and throw for 300 fucking yards. Watch happen. Because that's the university set up.
I was saying Kyler Murray is legit. His team did make the playoffs, but of course they were overmatched in the playoffs. I just said they didn't have any success in the playoffs. That's all I said. I wasn't going after Kyler Murray. If you really want me to go after a guy who I really can't stomach, well, there's the guy I can't stomach, Russell Wilson.
Shit.
I can't stomach that man.
Now, Rick, I got you. Russell Wilson is only 1 inch taller and has been to 2 Super. Okay, but that's when they had the motherfucking Legion of Boom. That like and you had Marshawn Lynch. Like he had a team behind him. Well.
Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah. See, again, it's not all about the quarterback. That's the point that I keep trying to have everybody understand here, folks. So if I say something against the quarterback, I believe it. And that includes Dak Prescott. That includes Jalen Hurts for your Eagles and all that other jazz.
Here we go. I'm sitting here minding my business, y'all. I'm minding my business.
But, you know.
Greg, keep coming for me. I'm trying to keep it simple, but Greg keep pushing me, y'all. He pushing me. Well, in case y'all don't know, I am an Eagles fan. Greg is a Cowboys fan. So you already know that, it's already there.
Yeah.
But Greg hops on the screen today. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. We just gonna hop right into it. He just said about 3 things about the Eagles already. I ain't say one about the Cowboys yet, but when I'm coming for you, Greg.
I thought you were gonna say something about well, no, you did say about Parsons after their loss.
No. Y'all talking about the podcast. It took me a while to understand why he does it, because we had spoke about it before, like, why you not training? But I'm like, he can't train 24 hours. Like that's an outlet for him. And for one, I love to watch and hear either former players or current players on podcasts, because we get a different insight, and we're fans. We don't know what's going on the field. So to hear them talk about how shit is in the locker room, I love to hear that. I love to hear what Parsons has to say about a quarterback. Like, hey, I can't stop Patrick Mahomes because he is. I love to hear that from players because that's their insight. I love to hear that. And Parsons, he's getting better at the podcast and shit. Yeah, I'm saying I don't know too much about it.
No, he still isn't better at podcasting because he still hasn't apologized for saying he knows everything about football. I'm sorry, son. You do not know everything about the game of football after playing in the league for just a couple of years here, son. No, I'm sorry. Jesus, Murphy.
Man, I'll leave Parsons alone. He's all right. He's all right with me. I just can't wait to become an Eagle, though. But other than that, I'm saying he's all right with me. Look, I'm telling you, it's coming.
No, he's headed. If he's headed out of Dallas, he's headed to Pittsburgh. He's already said he loves Mike Tomlin. That's where
Tomlin's gonna be retired. Tomlin's gonna be retired.
He's gonna go to Pittsburgh. That's it. That's all.
He want to be an Eagle. All right. Hey, you know what? This one was shocking. The Seattle Seahawks defeated the Patriots. 23-20 in overtime. This is the second week in a row that these Patriots that everybody picked like either 30th or 32nd or 31st to be shitballers in the league. They are standing tall with these playoff teams. Greg, what's going on with New England?
New England has got some belief in what Gerard Mayo is selling them.
Facts.
Right? And, of course, you had Seattle coming from the West Coast all the way out to the East Coast. That 3-hour time difference really sucks. That really sucks. So, it was a pretty good game, though. Seattle pulled it out in overtime.
And I mean, I'm looking at Geno. Damn. Geno threw the ball 44 times. God damn. But then, like you said, they didn't have of Walker. They didn't have Walker.
Nope.
So, and they only ran the ball 19 times, and Geno ran the ball 5 of those times. So you only gave it to the running back 14 times, but Geno still had 327 yards. He threw that shit 44 times. They thought Geno was Patrick Mahomes. What the fuck?
But when you have Jackson Smith and Jigba and DK Metcalf pulling down 22 of those passes for 246 yards and a touchdown, I'd say that's pretty good.
And then on the flip side, right? You got New England. They ran the ball 36 times for a $185. Well, damn, Antonio Gibson. Where you at, Joe? Y'all let him go. He had 11 carries for 96 yards. Like, Stevenson, 21 for 81, and in the touchdown. If they can ever find a receiver, they just might be a problem. Now, I remember during the offseason, I was like, hey, maybe they should start May. Well, shit, I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong about this one. Jacoby is doing his damn thing.
Jacoby Brissett is a fine quarterback. This is what I don't understand why people have this nonsense about a quarterback has to be this and that. Jacoby Brissett will go out and execute your game plan. That's what you want a quarterback to do. That's it. Does he always succeed? No.
And after they got rid of I'm going to probably butcher his name. Judon. Am I saying that correctly?
Judon.
Now, once again, watching the game last night, every time I saw his jersey, I got pissed. Because I'm like, first of all, you shouldn't be on this fucking team. You should not be coming after my quarterback because you should be on another fucking team. Like, I'm like, when I was, and then, you know what? I'm not, I don't even talk about this game right now. I'll get on that game later on because I feel some type of way about you fucking NFL teams just letting these good players go to these other teams. But anyway, that was a good win by the Seahawks, but I think I'm more impressed by New England than I am of Seattle winning that game.
And Gerard Mayo has got his guys buying into what he wants them to do.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Man, if you got a good coach and you follow that coach and you can do some amazing things. Like real shit.
Unlike Doug Peterson. And so many other of these coaches and the offensive coordinators and these defensive coordinators who all have their own little mindsets of what these players are capable of doing, instead of speaking to the player and saying, what do you want to do there? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, we can run that. That works.
Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty sure you and I both got something to say about these offensive and defensive coordinators later on as we get to talk about our own teams and shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the shit gonna get a little spicy. Okay, Joe is in the chat. So, Joe, this one is for you, bro. The New York Giants, I'm surprised they still got a football team. Lost to the Washington Commanders or the Redskins or the Red Tails. I don't know who the fuck they are these days, but they lost to the Commanders.
All I know about that team in Washington is I'm not supposed to say that they're the Deadskins anymore. I don't.
yeah, that was a big.
What? That's what they were. It was the Cowboys versus the Deadskins. That was the. No, that's just what it was. But again,
I'm with you. Joe. I think Joe is in the chat. All right, my thing, and hold on, let me pull it. What did my man do? All right, Daniel Jones, 28 passes, completed 16 for $178 and 2 touchdowns. Holy shit, Daniel Jones is not throwing interception. That is wild. They ran the ball pretty well.
That's the Commanders' secondary.
Damn, Greg, you can't even give Daniel Jones a little bit of credit.
No, not with the secondary that the Commanders have. I'm sorry. They have just been terrible at picking their corners and safeties. They've been terrible at it.
But once again, look at the rookie, Malik Neighbors. 10 receptions, $127 and a touchdown. My man had 18 targets. God damn, Daniel Jones is like young.
Yep. and again, though, that goes back to the lack of a secondary that the Commanders have, and this is the reason why when we were doing the NFC East and West show there, where Thomas and Brock were hyping up the Commanders somehow. Joe and I were realistic about the Commanders. I'm sorry, but that secondary is just not good.
Okay. How the hell, I must have missed this one. How the hell did Brian Robinson get 133 yards on 17 carries? Good Lord. Giants defense?
Yeah.
Austin Eckler. Oh, God. Oh, shit. He's still in the league? Okay.
He's a commander.
Jaden Daniels. Damn, the quarterback had 10 carries for 44 yards. I think this kid's gonna be a baller. Somehow he gotta find a way to give Timmy McLaurin the ball. I don't really know what that's about. He did have the most targets, but he had 8 targets, but only six catches for 22 yards. Yeah, that wasn't Zach Ertz. Hey, you already know what it is with me and Zach Ertz. The fact that he's still in the league, I mean, he's playing for Washington, that does kind of hurt. That you're playing for the Deadskins, that does hurt. Hey, fucking Noah Brown. I mean, well, shit. He played for the Cowgirls. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he was a Texan before coming over to Washington now.
Yeah, he played well for them last year, but they're kind of loaded at receiver position, so somebody was going to be the odd man out.
Oh yeah,
why not cut the Cowgirl? I don't blame him one fucking bit. But on the series, that game was a game that I don't think nobody really cared about watching, but Joe and shit. But hey, Commanders are 1-1. As Joe would say, they are
in first place.
In the division. Does that really matter? You got like 3 teams that's motherfucking 1-1, Joe. So it's like flip a coin. Like that shit don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? They 2-0, then we can talk. They 1-1 with 2 other teams. It's not important. But we'll let you have that. You can have that.
There's Mr. Cardoso's earlier comment.
What up, everyone? 4 more days. The Commanders. Y'all know he's dead ass serious about this too. So,
yeah,
we gonna let Joe have this moment. First place, because they gonna it probably would never happen again. Unless teams forfeit and shit. But on another note, look, good wins for the Commanders. You can only play who's on your schedule, and your job is to go out to beat the team that's lined up in front of you, plain and simple. And they did their job against the Giants. So, hats off to them. This was my upset pick of the week. And I want to listen to me about the motherfucking shit. The Buccaneers beat the Lions 20-16. Greg, what's your thoughts on this game?
I had picked the Lions and I missed it. I knew it was going to be a close game, but the Lions had owned to Tampa Bay, and this was in Detroit. So this is why I went with the Lions. But again, Baker Mayfield got the job done.
Whew. Baker Mayfield. I saw a fucking, I can't call him in a meme. One of video clips. Somebody put up a video clip of my man in The Hangover. It's like, hey, it was the Browns offense calling Baker Mayfield something. Hey, you know what? We fucked up. I mean, once again, you give up too quick. I mean, he wasn't the greatest in Cleveland, but he wasn't the worst either. So, but once again, sometimes all you need is a change of scenery. But then he didn't go to a shitty team. It ain't like he went to Carolina. He had Godwin, and you got fucking Mike Evans down there. You giving him 2 good receivers to deal with.
Baker was in Carolina, and then he went to the Rams, and then he became a Buccaneer.
Good swing there. Good swing. But that was a different Carolina. I think they had DJ Moore at that time too. So but you left a team with some nice offensive skilled players. I mean, not left team. You went to a team with some nice offensive skilled players, and he's having a resurgence. Baker Mayfield is slinging that shit.
Yep. And the Buccaneers are 2-0. That's it.
Word, hey, you fucking, you 2-0. Many pick you to win that division. I still have another team giving you a fight, which once again we'll talk about later on. And yes, I did pick the Falcons, and Rick thought I was bugging when I said about 10 or 11 wins. But once again, I'll talk about those fuckers later on after what they done did to my goddamn Eagles.
Well, you're a little hostile after last night.
Yeah, I'm pissed. All right, moving on. What we got? We got next up. We got I don't know what the fuck this was. We got the Colts losing to the Packers.
Okay, this was an ugly game.
10-16. Greg, what the fuck happened with this game?
Man, this was just pure ugliness. What was Anthony Richardson here? He was 50%, but he threw 3 picks. Three.
Damn.
And Malik Willis comes off that bench and goes 12 for 14 with 122 yards and 1 touchdown. But the former Raider running back had himself a huge day, 151 yards. I mean, they racked up over 261 rushing yards.
Not even, Greg, they ran the ball 53 times.
Yep.
They was not going to let Willis lose this game, Damn. Jacobs ran this shit 32.
Aaron Rodgers, that's how you win at Lambeau Field in January. That's how you actually win in January at Lambeau. That's what you need to do.
Still over here taking shots at Rodgers. Y'all hear that, right? Rodgers over here chilling. Baker Mayfield is cooking. Yeah, that's right, Julio. Yeah, he cooking. And I admit, I lost this. I picked the Colts because I'm thinking, no Jordan Love. You relying on Willis. Like, there's no fucking way that they are going to beat Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor and Pittman and them. I'm like, there's no way. Well, it once again lets you know how crazy week 2 was. That's how fucking insane week 2 was.
But Anthony Richardson had the 3 picks, and that was the ball game.
Yeah, like he got to find his groove. And he's not getting the ball downfield. Your number 1 receiver, Pittman, I still think that's his number 1 receiver. 7 targets and 3 receptions for 21 yards. Like what the hell was that? Do better. And the sad part about that is for Richardson is this is still somewhat, we can call it his rookie year because
he only played 4 games last year.
Yeah, he played like he put like a Kyrie Irving. Like he only played like 4 games in I'm about to say his freshman year in his rookie season. So this is pretty much his rookie year. So he's learning, and once again, they got to get acclimated with his teammates who played last year, but he didn't. So it's like everybody's learning each other.
Yep.
He's going to have a longer leash. The most young quarterback. So I expected, they're going to get it together. They're going to get it together. Might not be this season, but they're going to get it. They're going to get it together. This game was kind of a who's who of who's getting hurt. The Cardinals beat the shit out of the Rams. I mean, that's all I can say. 41-10. If we just saying talk about Kyler Murray. Yeah, we just 41-10. Now they can say, "Oh well, God, obviously, I butchered his name." The wide receiver,
Marvin Harrison Jr.
No, for the Rams.
Oh, Cooper Kupp.
No, the other kid.
Or Puka Nacua.
Yeah, that shit. I call him all kind of names. That guy, Puka Nacua. Yeah. All right, injured. Cool. So we're like, all right, Cooper Kupp is going to hold it down. He goes down.
Yep.
Damn. No, he's not.
Yep.
All right. So what did you think about the Cardinals' performance against one of the so-called best teams in the National League?
Well,
wait a minute. Did I say National League?
I'm
thinking baseball.
Yeah, you're thinking baseball. It's not the Dodgers, okay? It's not the Dodgers. This is the Rams, who have got more injuries than you could take a stick at right now, and it's going to kill them, which really sucks because Joe and I both picked the Rams to be in first place when we did the NFC East and West show. And it really sucks. But Kyler Murray had himself one hell of a good day. 3 touchdowns, 266 yards on just 21 passes. And Marvin Harrison Jr. missed those 4 passes from Kyler Murray. And what did he say after this game? He didn't talk about his success.
Yeah, he talked
130 yards and 2 touchdowns. He talked about not catching those 4 passes from Kyler Murray. This is a young man that understands what the game of football is all about.
Look who his dad is. Yeah.
And he tied his daddy's mark from 1996 with the 2 touchdowns and 130 yards. His daddy taught him very well, as did his mother.
Now we look at Arizona, right? Murray, 266 yards passing. Nice. However, they rushed for 4. They rushed for 231 yards on 40 fucking carries. You talk about a balanced offense. They just dismantled the Rams. If you get hurt, look, injuries happen every game.
Every year.
It's a part of the business. Once again, your job is to go out and still beat the other team. I don't give a fuck if y'all 11 men down. I'm not going to feel sorry for you until after the game because we might be cool, but during the game, I'm here to whip your ass. I'm sorry. If y'all playing your 8th-string quarterback, it's not my problem. It's really not my problem. But they beat them in every aspect of the game. Damn, they ran for 231 fucking yards. Jeez, Louise, Connor, 21 carries, $122. But not many people know who James Conner is. Cool, you don't have to know who he is until you line up against him. Then you realize, oh shit, we can't stop him. Yeah, right. Like, he's gonna literally run you the fuck over. Like he's that big. Damn. 231. I'm still looking at the stat like, God damn. 231. Murray had 59 yards on the ground as well. Keep sleeping on the Cardinals. If he can build a chemistry with Harrison, as we've seen, and then you got that great tight end in McBride. Like, I like that dude because he's on my fantasy team. And so is Harrison, by the way. Thank y'all for the victory because y'all came in handy. What McBride do? 6 catches for 67 yards.
Yep.
I'm like, if they could find another wide receiver, in the draft next year, there's no more talk about trading Kyler Murray. Like, we have not heard shit. Remember, all season, should they move Murray? What should they do with Murray? He's making too much money. He's not studying the playbook. Ain't a peep coming out of no one's mouth no more about moving fucking Kyler Murray.
No, and there shouldn't have been. I mean, I kidded and joked about Kyler Murray playing video games instead of reading the playbook. And again, Micah, you want to keep talking about football? Then watch the damn films. Watch the films instead of podcasting, Micah.
Oh damn! See, don't worry. We getting down to them damn Cowboys. Oh, okay. All right, just got to tell y'all. Sunday we also had a baseball game. And here it is right here.
Yeah.
The Steelers beat the Broncos 13-6 and our interleague scrimmage between the Colorado Rockies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. 13-6 NFL game.
Hey, this is in the good old days that was a standard score.
But I don't even know what to say about. Okay, all right, Justin Fields. Of course, I want him to succeed because I feel he didn't get a fair shake in Chicago. However, part of me still don't think this dude is a quarterback. Like he has the Michael Vick legs. He doesn't have the Michael Vick arm. No. But they are 2-0 with him leading the way.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like, and like you said, Greg, does that mean he has to throw for 400 yards a game to be a quarterback?
No, you don't. You don't need to be having 45 passes and 400 yards and 4 touchdowns in a game to win. And that what the Steelers kicked 5 field goals the first week or 6? 6 field goals, 2 more this week, and 1 touchdown finally. And they're 2-0.
I mean, look, like you said, the name of the game is to win the fucking game. Doesn't matter how you win it, long as you win.
Yep.
Right now, Justin Fields is 2-0 as the starter for the fucking Steelers. That's all Mike Tomlin gives a hell about. Is we are undefeated right now, sitting on top of the AFC North with a quarterback that many of y'all thought we should not have traded for, and he was traded for a 6th round draft pick and some bubble yum.
5th or 6th.
Yeah, like y'all just gave this motherfucker away for some onion rings and shit in the soda.
Yep.
And once again, 2-0. You beat the Broncos, which is really not saying much. Bo Nix, and who the fuck else is on their team? Because they done gave away everybody.
Well, they did lose Audric Estime in the game, the running back that played for Notre Dame last year.
Of course, you're gonna bring up a damn Notre Dame running back.
Of course I am. Of course I am. Because he was a fighting Irishman.
Oh Lord! What? Oh God! They couldn't run the ball. 19 for 64 yards. That's Denver.
Yep.
God, dog. Oh, what did y'all do? Well, Steelers 36 carries for $141, and Justin Fields only 8. Remember Chicago? My man was like 10 carries for like 100-something yards. I mean, he's managing. As some people love to say or hate to say it, a game manager. Dude, long as we win, I don't give a fuck what you do. I just want to win. I don't care. So, Justin Fields, 13 for 20 for $117 and the touchdown. Look, sacks. He's only sacked 2 times. Y'all 2-0. That's all that fucking matters. So, good win by the Steelers. Broncos, better luck next year or the year after, whenever y'all get rid of Sean Payton. So, better luck.
Again, Sean Payton is another one of these coaches with his mindset that just drives me bananas.
Shit, Sean Payton, dude. Oh, wait. Well, you know what? I saw this in the chat, and I saw someone say, I think it was Keith or maybe it was Joe. They said they can watch these 2 teams play every week. I can't, but
I can't either, because you know what? Joe Burrow is 1-9 in his starts in the first 2 weeks of the season. 1-9.
1-9. They 0-2 this year, right? Yeah.
They're 0-2 this year as well. And Joe Burrow has a 1-9 record in those 2 weeks of the seasons that he has been behind the center.
I don't want to watch some motherfuckers.
I don't care about the Bengals.
No, me either. I didn't care about the Chiefs. Fuck them.
And the Chiefs, again, you let Patrick Mahomes escape like that, like he was able to at the end of that game, you're dead. You're dead.
Every time.
Yep. Why did the Bengals only rush 3 guys on that last play? They rushed 3 guys only. You had Trey Hendrickson when you were rushing 4 guys who was attacking Patrick Mahomes, but no, you decided to go and play cover. Well, guess what? The Chiefs are good. When you give them that much time, one of them is going to get open.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the issue that I had last night. So, yeah, I'm saying I feel you on that shit. Once again, these fucking coordinators, man. I don't know what the hell. I don't know if they're watching the same game that we're watching, or maybe they see something different up in the booth or some shit. But I'm saying like, what the do y'all not watch film on Mahomes?
I don't think they have.
Maybe the VCR wasn't working, or a DVD player or some shit. I don't know. Maybe this shit wasn't working.
Oh, I know what it is. It's the Microsoft Surface that they use. That was it. Yeah.
Oh, these little fuckers, yo. But no, I can't watch them. Ja'Marr Chase, once again, a great talent. I don't agree with your whole contract shit. You got 2 years left. Like everybody else had 1 year, but that's a whole nother subject. You let your running back go. You let Joe Mixon go. And it's amazing. It's amazing how the least talked about player in that offense probably was the most important player in that offense. Granted, y'all don't have T. Higgins. Y'all let Tyler. Y'all let these players go and not paying other players because y'all think they owe y'all some loyalty. They don't owe you shit. I'm not saying Ja'Marr Chase acting like he don't want to be there, but I mean, he cannot carry a team. Him and Burrow cannot carry a team by themselves.
Nope.
And they are feeling the pain for them. I mean, can you imagine in week 1, Joe Burrow and Chase sitting at home watching Mixon put up like what, a buck, was like a $1.30 or some shit, or $1.20?
Yeah.
Like I know this and back like, why the fuck y'all ain't pay him? And y'all give me Chase Brown and Praline, whatever his name. I don't know the motherfucker today. Like, nah.
P. Ryan.
And T. Higgins. Is he injured or?
Yeah.
Do they know when he's coming back?
He's apparently injured.
Oh, you say he's apparently. Oh, wait a minute. He want money too, right?
Well, no, he signed his franchise tag. Right? T. Higgins signed his franchise tag because he couldn't afford the fines and all that other nonsense. So he signed that franchise tag.
It has not played yet.
Nope.
And you let Tyler Boyd go to Tennessee, right?
Yep.
And Chase wants more money. He just said, we're not negotiating during the season. Pretty much at the end of the season, if we're not winning, I'm going to want out. I mean, that's how I see the shit popping off.
Yep.
Somehow he's pissed. So it's like y'all pay Burrow all this money and he's going to have nobody.
Again, this is typical of Cincinnati, though. They've done this for years with their players. They are very, very cheap. They have always been cheap, and they always will be.
Can they bring back Ickey Woods? Can y'all go get Ickey Woods? No, I'm joking. That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right. Moving on to the team that Greg says is going to bust Minnesota ass next week. All right, the Bears and the Texans. Texans beat the Bears 19-13. Greg, what's your thoughts on this damn Texans team and the young, well, not young, but the young quarterback of the Bears?
Well, as I said, when everybody was again going gaga over Caleb Williams, I put in air quotes to Christy Love on the draft show. You apparently got a quarterback.
Oh,
I put it in air quotes because, again, you could succeed at the college level, but this is the NFL. And in the NFL, you need to have guys around you to succeed. And yes, the Bears have some guys around him. However, this Houston Texans defense is a real defense. You talking about Petrie, Stingley, in the secondary. You've got Danielle Hunter, Hardy, and Williams coming at you from the defensive line. That team is loaded, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Houston Texans can go and march into Kansas City and beat Kansas City at home in the playoffs. If they remain healthy, that team can beat any team in this league. Now, I want to go to the hip drop tackle, however, that Mixon suffered. That was a hip drop tackle. That is supposed to be gone from the league. Why the NFL hasn't said anything about this is beyond me. The referees should have called it. It was an obvious hip drop tackle.
I agree. And Mixon spoke out about it. Not he
Yeah.
spoke out about it. He called everybody out about it. As he should. Even if they didn't call it, let it open their eyes for the next week.
Yep.
Like, oh, he shouldn't have said nothing, or the way, like, why was he not supposed to say anything? Like,
it's hurt his ankle.
Thank you.
Hello, that's what this type of tackle does to guys.
And team-wise related, like, and we just spoke about these young quarterbacks. Stroud is on a different level. We seen that last year, but also at the same time, that's an organization that drafted someone, but then also decided let's put him around these other pieces that can make him thrive and also make these other players thrive. You added Stephon Diggs. Like, how the fuck did Buffalo let Stephon Diggs go?
Because for whatever reason, Buffalo did that. I mean, hey, Buffalo also traded the pick that gave the Chiefs Xavier Worthy. Hello, where's your heads? Where's your heads?
Being thrown onto a table at a tailgate, like
yeah.
What's Stroud do? 260. He threw 36 damn times, 1 touchdown. They ran the ball not too well. 22 for 75. But I mean, this guy, fucking Nico, like, yo, dude, Nico Collins is not supposed to be still thriving with Stephon Diggs right there. Like, Nico Collins was that dude last year. So I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna take a little bit of a step back because now you got Diggs, you got Mixon. But
no, I disagree. Nico Collins is still going to be CJ Stroud's favorite target because of what they established last year. Stephon Diggs is there. Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell are still going to be 2 players that you got to watch. Bottom line, that's why Nico Collins has so much room on that field.
I love Schultz as well.
Yep.
But once again,
he's another former cowgirl, as you call us.
Yes, I see. I wasn't going to say that. I was just saying.
I just figured I'd throw that out there for you. I figured I'd throw that one out there. See,
I'm gonna let it ride out.
I'm fair about this. I'm always fair
because it's coming. Don't worry. Let me see. Our time is coming.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Matter of fact, we up next. Well, our 2 teams are up next. So.
Oh Lord.
But Caleb Williams and them, I still think that he's not a bad quarterback. Of course, it's a lot of height, but once again, throwing the ball, running the ball, like 22 carries, 71 yards.
As Rick said here, this reminded me of when USC played Notre Dame last year because Caleb Williams got crushed by Notre Dame. He was sacked 7 times. So yeah, that's not a fun game for any quarterback.
Yeah, like you're saying, that damn Texas defense, man, is real.
And that's why I feel the Texans can walk into Kansas City and beat them if they are healthy. If they're healthy.
You know what? I'm with you on that one. Especially, if Joe Mixon is healthy.
Yep.
They got the receivers. We know they got the defense to do it. They can get after the quarterback, but once again, getting after the quarterback and getting after Mahomes, that's 2 different types of things, though.
Oh, but Patrick Mahomes got caught in the Super Bowl. Don't forget that. I mean, that Super Bowl game they lost, he got hit. He didn't
get hit in our fucking Super Bowl shit.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He didn't get hit in our dancing. Well, we would have won that motherfucker. We would have cut to his fucking ass.
I'm sorry, but I predicted that 38-35 score and everything. You remember the article I did?
No, I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you forgetting all that.
We should never publish that damn article, Joe. We should have left that shit on the damn draft.
And I said that was going to be the score right after the Eagles won their game. After the Eagles won their game that year, I said it's going to be 38-35. Bingo, I was right on the money.
All right, you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right. So this happened. I don't know how it happened. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I'll tell you
Oh
exactly how it
shit!
happened.
This is all you right here, Greg.
Mike McCarthy deferred the football to begin this game. It's an early start. The Cowboys are used to playing the 4:25 start. They don't like playing at noon. It's Central Time. They don't like playing at noon Central Time. So what does he do? He defers the football and lets the Saints come out on that field first. That is stupid. You're at home. Where the last time you played at home, the Green Bay Packers destroyed you. Destroyed your team. You don't give the opposing offense the football first. You take the damn football first. That was mistake number one. Then it's Mike Zimmer. Why in the hell were you playing zone defense to begin this game? And where was Demarion Overshown, who played so well against the Browns? Where was he? He wasn't on the field. And I'm just like totally confused by their whole game plan. The Saints have got 15 possessions of the football and have scored all 15 times this year. Touchdowns, field goals, it doesn't matter. They're 15 for 15. That is unbelievable. And once again, because the Cowboys have this in their little head after they went and did a job on Cleveland, that everything's all right. Everything wasn't all right. Everything sucked against the Saints. Everything about the Cowboys' defensive game sucked yet again. And it boggles my mind, just like I'm going to hear from you about your Eagles against the run last night. The Cowboys did not know how to stop the damn run yet again. Alvin Kamara ran through that Dallas defense like it was there was nobody there, because there wasn't. The Jordan Phillips was 6 yards back of the line in the end zone. You're a defensive tackle. Your job is to stand there and take the hit. You're not supposed to be getting pushed back 6 yards. Well, there was just no rhyme nor reason to it. And again, Prescott did move the football very well, but they settled for field goals because they were 0 for 3 in the red zone. Well, guess what? You didn't give Ezekiel Elliott the football in the red zone either. Where's your heads? That's what Ezekiel Elliott does. He executes in the red zone. You hand the ball off to Ezekiel. That's it. But no, we don't do things like that. No. So it was a horrible effort. And the one interception, I mean, yeah, the Jalen Brooks just fell down. I mean, he just lost his footing, and that was it.
Well, you look at it like it's wild because of the score. So you're thinking it was just a massacre, but like time of possession, they're right there neck and neck.
Yep.
And turnovers. I mean, 2-1 in favor of the Saints. Like you said, red zone. New Orleans was 4 for 5. Dallas was 0 for 3.
Yep.
Rushing, god damn, 190 to 68.
Yep.
Jeez Louise. For play, but then once again, you think it's some other shit. Dallas ran 10 more plays than New Orleans. Dallas ran 66. New Orleans ran 56. So you're looking at the score, and you would think that it was just a straight massacre on the stat side, but it really wasn't.
No,
everything was like damn near neck and neck. But why is the score so fucking crazy?
Because those two interceptions led to 2 easy scores for the Saints, right? And that one play to Shaheed, that was a beautiful play by the Saints. That was just a bottom line. and that was a
Yeah.
two-play drive, touchdown.
What did my man do?
But again, the Cowboys had this stupid sense of getting high on themselves, and I'm so sick of hearing about it.
Parsons, 3 tackles.
Yep.
And once again, I'm not gonna say it because I fucking hate the Cowboys, but there's something that you have discussed, over the past 3 years since you've been in the league or whatever, was that if you want to beat them, run the ball at Parsons. Like, I mean, to somebody on the outside, it may sound stupid as shit. Oh, why would you run the ball to one of the best players? Because he's not rushing the quarterback. He's not going to stop the run. That's how you beat that Cowboys defense. You run the ball right at his ass. Plain and simple. Now, I cannot leave my quarterback on the island alone with Parsons because he's going to crush the fuck out of my quarterback. No doubt about it.
Exactly. But again, Micah Parsons actually was the only player on the whole defensive line to actually set the edge against the run. And this is the weird part. He was actually setting the edge properly, which he doesn't do very often, but he did do a good job of it the other night. Alvin Kamara was going up the gut. He was going up the middle.
Yeah.
He wasn't going out to the edges where Micah was. And that's why Parsons only ended up with three tackles.
So it's like, I don't know what they saw on film, but they actually did something that every other team against them just did not do.
Oh no! They watched the Arizona game from last year when the Cowboys again were high and mighty and all that other. And then bang! What did Arizona do? They ran for 300 yards against them and all that jazz. This is the constant. This is the constant with the Cowboys.
So what you think? It's a player thing or a scheme thing?
I really blame McCarthy and Zimmer. McCarthy, why in the hell are you not putting Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb on the field first when you win that coin toss? I want to score points. I don't want to be falling behind. What it's Saints do, 7-0. Bang, instantly. That's just stupid. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb score a touchdown first, and you make the Saints play catch up.
Well, I mean, they only gave up 9 points in the second half, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you gave up like what, 35?
35 points.
The first half.
And it was just like a repeat of the damn previous loss at home to the Packers when it was 48-32 for the damn Packers. And it just happens. And it's always happening to the Dallas Cowboys. They don't understand how to just go out there and play football and win football games. They just don't seem to understand this. They did it the first week. They did it week 1.
Yeah.
And in week 1 of the previous year, they put up the same amount of yardage against the New York Giants when they beat them 40-0 as they did against Cleveland when they beat them 33. Well, where was that? It wasn't there.
So, like Stephen A. and them like to say, or they say on NFL shows, bad team, or was it a bad game?
I think it was a bad game. But again, like my Notre Dame Fighting Irish losing to Northern Illinois, what the hell was this? What the hell was that? And then they come out and pounded Purdue 66-7. Again, where's the consistency from the Cowboys? And it's never there. They're headed for another 11 win season, and I've got the Eagles at 11 wins as well, and I'll explain why when we get to the Eagles game. But again, this goes to the coaching, and it goes to the people that they have on that field. There is no reason why Linval and Phillips are still in this league as defensive tackles, and yet those are 2 guys that the Cowboys have.
I was shocked. Now, for the rest of the football world, I am still not a believer in the Saints. I mean, because the first team you beat up on was the fucking Panthers. That's like playing a fucking JV team. No, I mean, we already know that. I think they just caught the Cowboys sleeping.
Yep.
Because
that early start really sucks for Dallas, because Dallas is used to being in the primetime games and at the 4:25, not even the 4 p.m. start, the 4:25 start, the game of the week. That's usually when the Cowboys are playing. Well, here you are with an early kickoff. Not good.
And I'm with you. Once again, I don't like the fucking Cowboys. So everybody know we get that very clear. I can't stand them. I can't stand them fuckers. However, I would never sit here and say that they're not a good team. That would never come out of my mouth, no matter how much I despise them. They are a good football team. They had a bad game. It fucking happens. We just did what? We just did week 2.
Yeah.
If my numbers are correct, off the top of my head, I think there were only three teams that scored 30 points this week. Everybody else was like 22, 21. Like, this is where they had a bad game. So now what happens is everybody's looking at the New Orleans like, oh my God, they are the fucking team to beat. They caught Dallas sleeping, and they just beat the shit out of a JV football team. I mean, let's just keep it real. The Raiders just beat the fucking Ravens. Like, yo, week 2 was just crazy as hell.
Yep.
So somebody can sit up here and put the Saints, oh my God, they're the best thing smoking. Bruh, they caught a good team lacking. It happens every fucking season. I mean, and I like Derek Carr.
It was that Cardinals game last year.
Yeah. Like, it just happens.
And again, that was a game, though, that Micah Parsons did cost the Cowboys because he doesn't understand how to stop the run. He just doesn't understand how to do that. And that wasn't even against Kyler Murray. That was against their backup quarterback. It was like, holy mother Lord.
Hold on. Get my voice together for this one. All right, last night there was a football game on, right?
Yes, there was, and it was from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
See, Gregory, you talking shit already, y'all.
where they were all hanging their Kelsey shirts off, the edge there, and all that other stuff, and yeah, it was in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Oh damn! All right, so my Eagles lost to the Falcons 22-21. I mean, as a fan, I like the game. I can imagine what non-Eagles fans would think. Like, it's a boring fucking game, because in a sense, it was fucking boring. But as a fan, I'm all into it. We can talk about the game. For one, they're like, oh shit, the Falcons beat the Eagles. I never dogged the Falcons out. They are one of my teams to make the fucking playoffs. Which y'all saw from Kirk Cousins in week 1 was not Kirk Cousins. Like, I think he was a little gimpy with hit,
He was never under center in week 1 against the Steelers. Never under center at all in week 1 against the Steelers. What the hell is this Zach Donovan doing here? Because this doesn't make any sense to me.
I think
Kirk Cousins belongs under center. He belongs under center.
They were more protecting him.
Well, they were trying to protect him and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Right? And that cost them that game. It did. Because you saw what he was able to do playing under center last night.
Yeah. But like, all right, what did he do last night? 241 yards. Now, granted, a good chunk of that shit came in the last minute and a half.
Yep.
Now, my issue, I have an issue with Howie Roseman. Much as I love Howie Roseman is the greatest GM to me in the league right now, today. However, he made a big error. His big error was not getting fucking Simmons from fucking the Broncos. When Atlanta signed Simmons, I said, oh shit, there's a problem. And I remember on our show, I told Rick, I'm like, Rick, watch out for these fucking Falcons.
And then they had enough money to still go out Matthew Judon as well.
That's why I didn't want to mention that shit. Really talk about that earlier. That's why when I watching the game, I'm like, what the fuck? Why did y'all give this team these two fucking defensive fucking Simmons is one of the best fucking safeties in the NFL, and Judon is a fucking animal. So I'm sitting here watching him, I'm like, yo, maybe somebody will start listening to me when I say quietly under the table, Atlanta is not nothing to fuck with. Like, first of all, you got to stop Robinson. You're not stopping Robinson. And then you got how pronounce the name? Algier. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Algier, yeah.
Like, dude, they got a 1-2 punch that is crazy. Drake London, and once Cousins and Kyle Pitts can get on the same. Cousins was never good with tight ends. I ain't gonna front, but Kyle Pitts, he's a piece. Like, their offense is not to be fucked with, and then their defense.
Yeah, but the Falcons' offensive line is designed to do one thing, and that's run block. They are damn good at run blocking,
as we saw. As we saw last night.
Exactly.
And also, pass blocking. But however, I can't put that on the offensive line.
No. Nope.
And Rick said it, and I did not want to believe him. He said, "What was it, Fangio?"
Yep.
He said, "Yo, y'all going to regret that." I'm sitting here watching this motherfucker, his play calling last night. Even before the last, we're not even talking about the last minute and a half yet. Just the whole night, I'm saying, like, what the fuck? So, of course, you pop online and everybody's saying, was it Carter and Davis, they're not doing that. And like, yo, dude, how can you do much when you're rushing like 3 passers and everybody's getting fucking double teamed? There's nothing they can do. They can't do shit. They getting their ass whooped on the line because he's not bringing any fucking, like, how did you not? Kirk Cousins is 155 years old. Why are you not blitzing? He's coming off major surgery. Why are you not blitzing? So I'm saying, like, this dude can't be this dumb. He cannot be this fucking dumb.
You don't have Hassan Reddick anymore either, coming off that edge.
Granted, true indeed.
Right?
No one has that ass either.
Again, the Carter and Davis combination there, they are defensive tackles who rush the quarterback. They come after the quarterback up the middle. Where was that last night, though?
You can't.
They couldn't, because the run blocking was very effective for the Falcons to begin with, and these guys don't understand how to stop the run. They weren't very good at it at Georgia, and they're not very good at it right now either. They need to be taught how to settle down and stay in your lane instead of always rushing for the quarterback.
Now, the other thing that hurts me with them is that, once again, we're going through coordinator.
Yep.
Like, Davis, like a person like Hurts. You done had 3 offensive coordinators since you've been in the fucking NFL.
Yep.
Okay, there's no fucking stability right there. No doubt about that. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Oh, he's this quarterback. Like, Mahomes is who he is, not just because of his talent, because he has stability. He got Andy Reid did his whole fucking career. Like, you look at the quarterbacks who have been balling, they got stability. Hurts don't have that stability. Like, yo, they keep moving. Now, granted, we went to the Super Bowl, and hot commodity is the coordinator. Yep. So it's not like, oh, this person sucked ass and they got fired. No, it's hot commodity shit. But last night I'm watching that defense, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, especially during the last minute, because honestly, they kept them out of the end zone. Like, it was that whole bend but don't break shit, yep. which was good because it's still a young defense. Them guys are fucking young. Besides, Slay and his, he's 190. But other than that, that's a young defense. So, but then when you got $130 left in the game against a veteran, no matter what someone says about Kirk Cousins can sling that rock.
Yeah.
Why are you doing a soft free vet? Like, once they hit me with a 25-yard completion, I'm like, all right, enough of this shit. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me straight up. I'm not going to give you 30 yards per fucking catch. After
Hold
the
on a
first one,
second.
I'm like, yo, that's enough. But no, not this motherfucker. He's like, yo, I'm going to keep letting y'all do this to me. All right, so everybody want to talk about this damn third down call. I don't know who it came from. According to Nick, he no longer calls offensive plays. It was Kellen Moore. I'm going to tell you how I really felt about that call. I didn't mind that pass on third down. I didn't mind it because that pass play worked their last drive where, Barkley almost scored a touchdown, but his knee went down. So that play was there. It was a great fucking call because you expecting that run.
But
Barkley dropped the fucking ball.
That's right. And the other situation happened in the first half when you should have kicked the damn field goal instead of going for it on fourth down.
I ain't gonna lie.
And that's Sirianni. That is Sirianni.
When they did it, I said, yo, watch this shit come back and bite them in the ass. But once again, if you know Nick, like that is who the Eagles are. So, I brush this shit under the rug. Fans are going crazy. I'm saying, like, have you not to watch this motherfucker for 2 to 3 years? You know this is what they do. But when it works, everybody's praising them. But that's the thing with fans. When it don't work, oh my God, fire this motherfucker. I'm like, dude, you can't have it both ways. Which way do you want it? You want a team that's going to be like, fuck it, let's go do it. That's who he is. That's who that team is. The tush push and all that other shit, that's what that team is. The third down call. I mean, you can look at it however you want to look at it. I love that call because they were expecting that. Now, granted, it could have ran the clock out. But at the same time, Barkley, you gotta make that catch, bro. I don't know if you was looking upfield, but I know that had to hurt him, yo. That had to hurt him because that was the first down. It could have been a touchdown. Yeah, that hurt. But they saying, why did he make that? Why did they make that call? Because that play worked the prior drive for damn near a touchdown. That play worked perfectly. He just dropped the fucking. Now, I love Barkley. It's only game 2. Yeah, I'm saying next game he's going to try to run for 1,000 fucking yards. He's going to try to catch, and they're like, "Oh, you threw a ball to a player who dropped the ball 16 times, but you motherfuckers wasn't saying that in week 1 when you caught that 30-yard bomb in the back of the fucking end zone, were you? You wasn't saying that shit then. You Eagles fans, y'all, kiss my ass. Plain and simple.
It's the same way as I feel about the Cowboys fans.
Oh, they some motherfucking, they some Looney Tunes, yo. Them Dallas fans, they snorting that good shit.
Well, Jerry and Steven have been snorting a lot of the good stuff as well.
No,
but again, every fan base has their fanatics out there who just take things too far. Great. Bottom line.
Watching, I think it was his third quarter, you had Kelsey in the booth.
Yep.
Kelsey said something without saying something.
Yep.
They was like, hey, when Hurts was running the ball, they was like, hey, why wasn't that last year? Kelsey said it. Then he got quiet. He was like, pretty much Hurts was injured.
That's right.
And you heard Kelsey say that shit in the booth, but he got real quiet afterwards.
We knew.
We all knew he was injured.
We knew Jalen Hurts was hurt last year. We knew he was hurt.
He was not. And I listened to Kelsey. I was like, yo, I wonder if he's going to say it. He was like, yo, he's healthy. I was like, that was the fucking problem. But no one said it last year. Kelsey, he's not on the team this year, so he don't give a fuck. Yeah. But that was a very different Jalen Hurts that we saw. And they're like, oh, you're taking the ball out of Barkley's hand. I'm like, no, you seeing what we need to see out of these two motherfuckers in the backfield now. Just give them time. Once again, Barkley, I love you, but damn it, you should have caught that. Like, and I know he feel bad because he said, yo, I let my team down.
Yep.
And it's cool, but they're like, oh, Sirianni, fire him. Fire him for what? That was a perfect fucking play right there.
It was a very good play. It was a very good play, but
he just dropped it.
He dropped it. That happens in football, folks. I mean, that's it.
Thank you. Then they get on Hurts about the interception. I'm like, yo, that motherfucker came out of nowhere to catch that fucking interception.
Yep.
That ball was falling right into fucking Smith. Like, he was. Yep. Yes. That motherfucker came out of nowhere. I was like, yo, that's a damn good fucking play.
Yep.
That ball was perfectly fucking thrown. Now, once again, AJ Brown being out, that shit hurt. Because AJ Brown coming across that motherfucking middle, that's a first down. But without Brown, you relying on Dotson. Like, that Brown shit, that shit did hurt. That shit hurt a lot. But however, that last interception, I can't put that shit on motherfucker. I can't put it on Hurts. That was a perfectly thrown fucking ball, yo.
Yeah. But again, Bates made a hell of a good play.
Oh, you know what, Rick? Fuck you, Rick. Eagles are just bums. We ain't gonna talk about your Dolphins. You ain't even got a quarterback.
Now see, he hasn't called my Cowgirls bums, and I haven't called his Eagles bums. Now, if we want to talk about bums, Rick, we're going to talk about your damn Dolphins then. Your Dolphins are bums.
Get him, Greg.
Your Dolphins are bums.
You ain't even got a quarterback. Skylar Thompson. What the fuck is a Skylar Thompson? Y'all damn coach like a damn drug dealer.
Oh my God! Yeah, that guy drives me bananas.
No. Oh shit. I'm sorry. All right. So that was the rundown of week 2. It was just a crazy ass fucking season. Now I think, Greg hasn't been on here since we did the football shit. So every week, Rick and I normally do our picks. So,
okay.
Our week 2 picks. Now this is what we came up with the record for our week 2. I came out 9-7. Rick came out 8-8. You see that, Rick? I told you I was gonna catch your ass from one of these picks. I caught you. So the total so far for the 2 weeks is we're tied.
20-12.
20-12, Rick. I told you I was gonna catch you, little fucker. Now, week 3 picks. All right.
We have the Jets and the Patriots.
All right, we got Jets and the Patriots. We both went with the Jets, of course. But you know what? Something tells me watch out for them fucking Patriots. Yeah, but we both went with the Jets. Who we got next?
We've got the Giants and the Browns.
Where I got that at? Oh, see, I didn't go down. I didn't see messing down with damn Rick ass. I should have went down the list. We both got the Browns.
Okay. And then the next game up that I have is the New Orleans Saints hosting your Philadelphia Eagles.
See. That's not even right. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute.
It's an early start.
All right, how do we end up with this one? Well, you already know where I'm going. I don't give a fuck. I got Eagles. Rick picked the Saints. Rick, I don't want you on the fucking show next week.
And then we have the Texans and the Vikings.
I saw that. Yeah, I really didn't go down the damn list correctly, didn't I? Oh, maybe the way Rick picked the damn teams got me. I gotta scroll down. Texas and the Vikings. Oh, okay. All right, we both picked the Texans.
And then we have the Broncos and the Buccaneers, so you should both have Tampa.
That's fucked up. Tampa Bay. Who did we pick? We both picked the Bucs.
And then we have the Packers and Titans.
Is that a real game?
That's a real game. Malik Willis against his former team.
Packers and the Titans. We both picked the Packers.
Okay. Bears and Colts.
Oh shit. All right. Here we go. What I got? Oh, I picked the upset. Well, really not the upset to me. I went with the Bears. Rick went with the Colts.
Chargers and Steelers.
Huh.
2-0 teams, by the way. 2-0.
Yeah, I know, right? What the fuck? Oh, okay. We both went different. I picked the Steelers. Rick picked the Chargers.
Okay. The Miami Dolphins going to Seattle.
Oh shit! Look at that. He was his own damn team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fake fan.
The Panthers versus the Raiders.
Yo, this is my pick. I went with the upset. I picked the Panthers. Rick, look, I'm telling you, Andy Dalton go through for 300 fucking yards. I picked the Panthers. Rick got the Raiders.
Okay. 49ers and Rams.
Oh shit! What I saw that. Oh shit! Did I click the wrong damn thing? I think I just might have. Oh, that I deleted that shit by mistake. All right, we both went Niners.
Lions and Cardinals.
We both went Lions.
Ravens and Cowboys.
Oh shit! All right, yeah, fuck it. I'm going Cowboys. Rick went Ravens.
Okay. Chiefs and Falcons.
Bam! I picked the upset. I'm going Falcons. Rick going Chiefs.
There you go. Jaguars and Bills.
That's not a real game. But we both went Buffalo.
And then the Commanders against Cincinnati. Oh, Joe, this is terrible for you because you're a huge Burrow fan and your Commanders are going to be there. This is going to be horrible for you.
Oh, what did we do? We both went Bengals.
And that's the doubleheader games. Those Jaguars, Bills, and the Commanders and Bengals are both Monday night.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, like I said, week 2 was just, it was an odd week. Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on how you look at shit.
Yep.
Teams that should have won in some people's eyes didn't win, especially in the betting world. I know this, Greg already know how much I love to bet.
Exactly.
I love to bet. So sports books made a lot of money this weekend. They made a lot of money because we all donated money because I mean, once again, the Raiders beating the fucking Ravens, like you just donated money if you pick Baltimore because you lost that fucking bet. Plain and simple.
Yep.
And I donated money this week, and I ain't gonna lie, I donated the hell out of some money because I didn't see none of that shit. I had my Eagles beat the Falcons, so I donated money like a motherfucker. But that's why I love the sport.
That's right.
Because you like in basketball, sometimes you just know a team is just gonna beat the shit out of another team. Football,
any given Sunday,
anything could fucking happen. The Giants, they suck ass.
Yep.
But they could beat, the best team in the world, my Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now the best team in the world thing, that's a hard one to understand there. Right?
Well, we know it ain't there, so the Cowboys because they just
got
no, but I can't talk shit because we got the Saints coming up. Like they can, we can't stop the run. Kamara gonna run for 800 yards on us.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm not going to see him talk shit because
and you're down. You're going down to New Orleans too. That's not going to be a fun place to be.
So like next week, this show. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't know what. I don't know what the fuck we're doing next week. I can't do it NFL back to back. I'm sorry. I got to talk some baseball, some basketball, and some shit like that. I don't know. But week 3, man. Look, I got your Cowboys winning. Like once again, my hatred.
I do not have my Cowboys winning this game because I predicted in my season preview that the Ravens would beat them 27-20, and in my article that I just wrote for Team MBS Media as well, I have it the Ravens 27-20. I'm sorry, I just do.
Ravens, but like, okay, who needs that win more?
The Ravens,
Dallas or Baltimore?
The Ravens do.
I agree. If they fall down 0-3,
they're done. if they lose to the Cowboys, the Ravens are done.
All right. So if the Cowboys lose, I mean the Cowboys lose, is that a bad look for them or
no? Because you look at the rest of the schedule going the way that it should go for them. They're going to end up being 11-6, just as I have your Eagles going 11-6.
All right. Well, for one, Greg, brother, look, man, thank you for coming in and sitting in the co-host chair, brother. Like,
not a problem, my friend.
Like I said, you and I, we don't see eye to eye on a lot of shit, especially with the sports related. But, however, we don't get crazy. Yeah, I'm saying so.
The New Jersey Sixers. I don't understand how that.
Hey,
no, I don't get that.
Look, everything is money. I mean, look.
Yep.
I mean, look at this shit. You got the New Jersey Giants, the New Jersey Jets, because the motherfuckers they don't play outside of the city. They play outside of the state.
Exactly. Which I've always called both of them New Jersey teams as well, because
it's money.
They don't play at, in New York.
Yeah, it's all about and the city. The city is going to pony up that money. Downtown Philadelphia is ass.
Yeah.
But every time I go home, I'm like, okay, y'all trying to be a mini Times Square because y'all, they got the big billboards outside of. Like, I did not grow up with that shit. Like, that was always New York shit. That was never Philly shit. But now they're making it.
Well, that's why I call Toronto, Canada, baby New York, because they really want to be New York, having their theater district.
I had never been there. I had never been to Toronto.
Oh yeah, like it's the head of all the medias in Toronto up here in Canada as well, right? So it's baby New York, and I call them baby New Yorkers. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! See, I've never been there. Like I'm steady dealing with y'all flights that goes, up there. Yeah. I'm like, damn, maybe one day I'll just hop my ass on a flight up there and just see how it is and shit. Yeah, I might not want to come back.
The GTA is a big place, but it's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm out here in the West though. I've got 1.5 million damn people here now. 1.5 million people here in Calgary. That's nuts.
But that's like that, man. That's like Hockey Central, though.
Oh yeah.
How the hell, like?
But again, Calgary has never been really great at hockey. They never have been. They never.
Calgary Flames, though. They okay.
They won one Stanley Cup in their whole lives, and that was the year that Gretzky left the Oilers.
So y'all biggest team. I mean, y'all got what? Winnipeg is that's Canada, right?
Winnipeg, Vancouver,
Jets,
Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, Winnipeg Jets, Toronto Maple Leafs, Ottawa Senators, and Les Montréal Canadiens.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
En français, my friend. En français.
Oh, so
Les Canadiens du Montréal.
Y'all got 18. And wait a minute. I think you said y'all wanted one, or maybe y'all were getting one, or y'all getting a WNBA team?
Toronto is.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. And here's Joe. He says they're the Maple Leafs. I call them the make believes. The make believes, Joe. You understand?
No, you know what? I fucked with Toronto because I placed a lot of bets with the Maple Leafs that season.
I was 3 years old the last time the Maple Leafs won a Stanley Cup, and I'm going to be 60 in December. So
no matter what happens, like Montreal, the Canadiens are still like y'all, like that top tier.
Oh, in hockey, in all of hockey, they're still the number one team for Stanley Cups and all that jazz. Yeah.
Shit, I don't know too much about hockey because I can't pronounce their names, so I don't even try to I don't even try to write about it shit because I'm like, I'm gonna fuck somebody's fucking name up. But I do have one question. You're a hockey guy.
Yep.
All right. What the fuck's going on with the Boston Bruins? Like every year, like they're always at the top of the fucking, but then they flame out.
Because again, when it comes to the regular season versus the playoff hockey is a very different game. Ask Joe how it is to be a Leafs fan and seeing them at the top in the regular season and then see them go out in the first round.
Who won this year?
Florida.
It's what, the hottest fucking city won the coldest sport.
they beat my Oilers. They beat my Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, word!
Final.
But hasn't Florida won a couple in the past few years and shit?
Well, Tampa Bay has.
Oh shit! The Lightning.
Yep.
See, I know some names because I bet on the motherfucker. I wouldn't know shit about the motherfucker. Team MBS needs a hockey. What the fuck, Joe? What, Joe? You know what, Joe? I ain't mad at you, Joe. Team MBS needs a hockey writer. Oh, is it you? Oh shit! Damn. See me. It happens every fucking week. Start talking, and then I
Yep.
forget the most important shit. Greg, tell everybody where they can, where they can find you
at teammbsmedia.com. I'm also one of the hosts of The Last Word on college football every Saturday night. And I'm also an NFL draft analyst, so I'll be doing the NFL draft and all that fun sort of stuff as well. Yes, I do talk about hockey sometimes, Joe, as you know, but again, there's too much time spent on the college football for me to be writing about that. And I'll write about the Blue Jays or the Raptors and all that other jazz as well.
You know what? Before we get off the air, I do want to say one thing. I'm going to tell you how fucked up it is, right? I had no idea for like the whole 2 years that I've been writing with NDS and all that shit that Greg was a fucking Lakers fan. Because everything I always seen him write, it was like Toronto Raptors. So I was like, oh shit, he's a Raptors fan. When I found out, I think it was like last season or some shit that he roots for the Lakers, I was like, the fuck? Like,
man, I've been a Lakers fan since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar showed up there in 1975. That's when I got into basketball, was because of Kareem. Seeing the skyhook.
And article. Thank you. I got an article coming on Kareem.
He was, I mean, the master, right? And then of course they had the Showtime team, which also had big game James Worthy from the UNC Tar Heels, who I love the Tar Heels. I'm a Tar Heel supporter, always have been. Dean Smith is a coaching idol of mine and all that other fun sort of stuff. But yeah, and I can't stomach puke you. And this is the problem that I have now with the Lakers, though. They're being coached by a guy who went to puke you.
Oh, wait a minute. For everybody who don't know, this is great. Puke U is Duke University. Y'all ain't figured that out.
Yeah.
Michigan is that school up north. Like, I don't give a fuck what we talking about.
Yep.
Greg will never, ever say those two schools' names. Never say those. It took me a minute to understand. Like,
not in person. Not in person. I when I had to write the top 20 prospects here for the Big Ten, though, I had to say that school's name, which really.
He would never ever say Michigan, it's that school up north. He would never ever say they fucking school name. But no, that's shit. I done went over the damn 2 hour mark. Damn.
Not a problem.
But on the real, Greg, thank you for stopping past. Rick, I mean, he's not feeling good, but he been in the chat all day long, chatting up a storm and shit. Julio, you always stop through. Joe, want to appreciate you stopping through. For all the live followers that's on the show.
Now this is the response that I always get from the boss man.
Go Blues, and I would never see a Cowboys article.
No, he doesn't. He refuses to. And this is an ongoing joke because I, of course, will support everything that he writes about his Commanders. And he just refuses to do anything for the Cowboys. It's terrible, but all right.
But that's all right. Once again, the Man Podcast will be back on next week. Once again, y'all know how me and Rick do. I have no idea what the fuck we're going to talk about. I really never know until like a Friday or some shit like that, because today's my day off, tomorrow's my day off, so I ain't thinking about the Man Podcast for like 2 days. But I'll figure out what the hell we're gonna talk about. I'll get with Rick. As always, man, thank y'all for tuning in. We had a great show. Anytime, Greg, you're welcome back. To come back on and talk anything you want to talk about. We're here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come on and pound Rick for having to be a Dolphins fan. That's all.
Facts.
That's it.
I'm for that.
Dolphins fan.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, yo, thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night. See y'all next week.